Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. Today, in a fast paced development in America, Sam Bank Friedman, SBF, has agreed to waive his right to fight for extradition. He has already agreed that could be sent to US, Manhattan, for a trial. So he's on boarded a flight and the plane is going to land in New York in about few hours time or by the time this video is put out. In a short statement, the district attorney who is trying Sam Bank Friedman and his associates has announced that his associates have pleaded guilty. Carolyn Ellison and Gary Wang have pleaded guilty to several counts of criminal conspiracy and conspiring to cheat people. The Securities and Exchange Commission has filed several civil suits against them. Carolyn Ellison, the girlfriend of SBF, was the chief executive of Almedia Research. Both Almedia Research and FTX were joint in the hit. The main accusation is that funds from FTX was transferred to Almedia Research, and all of three of them conspired to make sure that the price of FTX was high. This they have conspired. They have agreed, pleaded guilty to charges of wire fraud, price manipulation, and outright deception. So SBF and his associates conspired to cheat the investors of their money. The duo, Carolyn Ellison and Gary Wang, have pleaded to 7 and 4 counts of criminal charges. They face prison terms between 110 years for the former Carolyn Ellison and 50 years for Gary Wang. Both have sought for bail awaiting formal sentencing. It is very clear that they will spend many years in jail and will never see daylight. Gary Wang is 28 and Carolyn Ellison is 30. SBF has vowed to fight all charges. Whether he pleads guilty or not is something that has to be seen when he is charged. There will be a formal bail hearing in Manhattan, and whether he gets bail or not is another issue. But it could all prove to be a damn squib, and he could also plead guilty. The point is, pleading guilty will not help because several $1 million of investors' assets have vanished, and there is no way you can track them. There is also reports that there is pressure on another exchange, Coinbase, with several $1 billion being withdrawn within a week. It said in 1 week, $7 billion worth of assets were withdrawn, and the exchange barely managed to pay it. But more importantly, all exchanges need trading volume to survive because they survive on brokerages. It is clear that crypto volumes are dwindling, and thus most of these exchanges are running on negative cash flow. Sooner or later, these exchanges will be forced to shut down unless trading volumes return. It does not look like that trading volumes will return to cryptocurrencies anytime soon. The whole idea of cryptocurrency that emerged in 2008 from a paper of an unknown Japanese engineer was that the entire system of central banking was corrupt and money was created ad hoc by the central bankers with no control, whereas the cryptocurrencies would be peer to peer and there would be no lending of money and thus protection of value would take place. But it's since evolved into many forms of decentralized control and lending of most of these companies, so called DeFi companies, were busy lending money from one to another, and this lent money was primarily used for speculating in crypto assets. The other problem that Bitcoin was supposed to have solved is that the total amount of Bitcoin would be hardwired and more Bitcoin could not be mined. Therefore, since there was a limited number of Bitcoins, it would be used only for transactions and thus it was as good as gold. Unfortunately, what has happened is though you cannot produce one more Bitcoins, it was proved that it is possible to clone Bitcoin and several thousand types of cryptocurrencies emerged. All these cryptocurrencies had the same features of Bitcoin and some had more advanced features. Therefore, what was to choose one cryptocurrency from another? Bitcoin seemed to have only one advantage, that is the first past the mover post. Apart from that, there was nothing much to choose. The use of digital currencies by several countries have shown finally a day would come when most of our currencies would be digital and would be issued by the central bank. Like I have always maintained, the right to create a currency is the sovereign right, and it is not possible for individuals to create currencies. All human actions are fallible, and cryptocurrency is also a human act and is also fallible, as several such collapses have shown us in this year, whether it is Terracoin or whether it is FTX or whether it is a struggling Coinbase. All of them are created by humans and therefore are fallible. The great logic of crypto, that it cannot be stolen or traced, has been proven false in several cases, including Bitcoin. Therefore, it is clear that Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency has no intrinsic value except the belief of the diehard fans that is actually currency. Therefore, cryptos as a class is doomed to fail, and the trial of SBF will only accelerate the process. While this is being discussed in the United States, the Securities and Exchange Commission is now considering huge changes to way stocks are traded, and it, if passed, would be the best reforms since 2005, though it has met with great resistance from Citadel Securities and other big brokers who use these facilities. What is this facility? Traders from Robinhood, they collect all the orders from the customers, and these orders of retail traders is bought by Citadel Securities and VQ Securities instead of buying it in the market. And since these retail orders are bought at a premium by these companies, Robinhood is able to get away without charging a commission to the client. But research has shown that in the long run, the loss to the retail trade is about 1.5%. The regulations of the Securities Exchange Commission now say that firms like Robinhood cannot exclusively offer these retail trades to some particular brokers, but would have to auction it and open it to all. This would mean the margins would drop and people like Robinhood will have to charge the user. Let us see whether this reform passes through or not. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this content, hit the like button of the video and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. I urge you to send this video to your friends and relatives and urge them to see it. Once again, thank you for your support for Be Rich. I want to thank all of you for supporting our event in Oman with great enthusiasm. A lot of people turned up in Oman, and a place where I don't have much influence. I wish to thank all of you for your support. The next event is going to be in Qatar, Doha. The event is scheduled for the last week of January. Those who would like to meet me in person in Qatar, Doha, or come to our event in Doha can send their request to the mail ID given below or contact the WhatsApp number flashing on the screen. My team will respond to you. See you in Qatar in the last week of Jan. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.